Tourist water prank on guard ends in courtroom drama, instant karma. Hey there, amazing viewers! Welcome to another exciting video. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We love having you in our growing family. By the way, I'm super curious, which wonderful country are you watching this from? Let us know in the comments below. Now, let's jump into today's unbelievable story that'll leave you speechless. A sunny day at the royal palace. Tourists from all over the world are snapping photos and enjoying the sights. The famous royal guards stand tall and proud, looking sharp in their fancy uniforms. But little did one guard know, his day was about to take a very unexpected turn. The air was filled with excitement and chatter as people from different corners of the globe admired the beautiful architecture and rich history surrounding them. Children pointed at the grand buildings, while adults read information plaques, soaking in the centuries of tradition before their eyes. Among the crowd, there was a tourist who thought they had the most hilarious idea ever. Can you guess what it was? Yep, you got it. They decided it would be super funny to pour water on one of the royal guards. Now, we all know that royal guards are famous for staying still and serious no matter what. But this tourist was about to learn a big lesson about respecting others and following rules. This tourist, let's call them Alex, had been enjoying their vacation, taking in all the new sights and experiences. They had watched funny videos online of people trying to make royal guards laugh or move. In a moment of misguided fun, Alex thought they could create their own viral video. So, there's our tourist, Alex, water bottle in hand, giggling to themselves. They sneak up close to the guard, and before anyone can stop them, splash. The water goes flying, soaking the poor guard's uniform. For a split second, everything was quiet. Then chaos erupted. The guard, trained to remain motionless, didn't flinch. But the crowd around them gasped in shock. Some people even shouted in disapproval. Alex stood there, suddenly realizing that their funny idea wasn't so funny after all. You might think the guard would just shake it off, right? Wrong. In the blink of an eye, other guards rushed over. They quickly grabbed Alex, who suddenly wasn't finding things so funny anymore. But here's where it gets really serious. Instead of just getting a stern talking to, Alex was whisked away to a courtroom. Can you believe it? The other tourists watched in disbelief as Alex was led away. Many of them took out their phones, but not to take fun vacation pictures anymore. They were now documenting a real-life lesson unfolding before their eyes. Now, imagine how scared Alex must have felt. 1 minute they're playing a silly prank, the next they're standing in front of a judge. The courtroom was probably very quiet and scary for them. The judge looked at Alex with a serious face. Pouring water on a royal guard isn't just naughty, it's against the law. Alex stood there, heart pounding, palms sweaty. The room felt huge and intimidating, with its wood-paneled walls and the stern faces of court officials. It was a far cry from the fun, carefree vacation they had planned. This is where we learn a super important lesson. Royal guards aren't just cool guys in fancy outfits. They have a very important job protecting the royal family and historical places. When we disrespect them, we're disrespecting the whole country. The judge explained this to Alex, speaking slowly and clearly to make sure they understood. These guards represent centuries of tradition and national pride. Their job is not just to stand still for photos, but to protect important people and places. Alex realized they made a big mistake. With shaky hands and a wobbly voice, they said sorry to the court and the guard. They explained they didn't know it was such a serious thing and promised never to do anything like that again. As Alex spoke, you could see the regret in their eyes. They talked about how they got caught up in the excitement of their trip and didn't think about the consequences of their actions. It was a moment of growth and understanding for Alex. Everyone waited to hear what the judge would say. Would Alex go to jail? Pay a big fine? Luckily, the judge saw that Alex was truly sorry. Instead of a super harsh punishment, they decided on something different. The courtroom was tense as the judge considered the case. Alex held their breath, wondering what would happen next. Would this mistake ruin their entire trip, or worse, change their life forever? The judge's clever idea was to make Alex learn all about the country's history and why the royal guards are so important. They had to spend time studying and even write a report about what they learned. This wasn't just a punishment, it was a chance for Alex to gain a deeper understanding of the place they were visiting. The judge arranged for Alex to visit museums, read books, and even talk to historians about the role of royal guards throughout the centuries. Isn't it amazing how a bad choice turned into a chance to learn? Alex left the courtroom feeling relieved but also much wiser. They now had a new respect for the country's traditions and the hard work of the royal guards. Over the next few days, Alex dove into their assigned task. They visited the National Library, took tours of historical sites, and even got to speak with a retired royal guard. With each new piece of information, Alex's appreciation for the country grew. Let's think about the guard for a moment. How do you think they felt? Probably surprised and a bit annoyed at first. But guards are trained to be professional. Even with wet clothes, this guard kept doing their job perfectly. Later, when interviewed, the guard explained that while the incident was unexpected, their training had prepared them for all sorts of situations. They talked about the pride they feel in their role and how important it is to maintain composure no matter what happens. After this event, the royal palace put out a kind message. They reminded everyone to be respectful but also said they still welcome visitors from all over the world. Isn't it nice how they turned this into a positive thing? The palace spokesperson spoke about the importance of cultural exchange and how visitors bring vibrancy to their historical sites. They used this incident as an opportunity to educate people about the significance of royal traditions while still emphasizing their open arms policy for tourists. This story teaches us so much. It shows us that what seems like a small joke can actually be a big deal. It reminds us to think before we act and to always respect other people and their jobs. It's not just about following rules, it's about understanding why those rules exist. When we travel, we're not just observers but participants in a cultural exchange. Our actions, big or small, can have a real impact on the places we visit and the people we meet. Another big lesson here is how important it is to say sorry when we make mistakes. Alex's honest apology made a big difference in how they were treated. Remember, it's never too late to admit when we're wrong. Apologizing sincerely shows maturity and respect. It can turn a negative situation into a positive one and open doors for understanding and forgiveness. In Alex's case, their apology led to an educational opportunity rather than severe punishment. Instead of playing pranks, why not spread kindness? Imagine if Alex had given the guard a friendly smile or a respectful nod instead. Small, kind actions can make someone's day and create happy memories for everyone. Kindness is a universal language. No matter where you go in the world, a genuine smile or a helpful gesture can bridge cultural gaps and create positive experiences. Think about ways you can spread joy and respect in your daily life, both at home and when you travel. As we wrap up this incredible tale, remember, a little respect goes a long way. Whether you're at home or traveling the world, treating others with kindness is the best way to make friends and have amazing experiences. Respect isn't just about following rules, it's about recognizing the value in other people's cultures and traditions. It's about being curious and open-minded, willing to learn and grow from every interaction. When we approach the world with respect and kindness, we open ourselves up to incredible opportunities for personal growth and unforgettable experiences. Think about how Alex's actions created a ripple effect. What started as a thoughtless prank led to a courtroom drama, then turned into a learning experience, and now it's a story that's teaching people all around the world. Our actions, no matter how small they might seem, can have far-reaching consequences, both good and bad. This incident didn't just affect Alex and the guard. It touched the lives of the other tourists who witnessed it, the court officials who handled the case, and now, all of you watching this video. It shows us how interconnected we all are and how our choices can impact others in ways we might never have imagined. Whenever we travel, we're not just representing ourselves, we're representing our home country too. How we behave can shape how others view our entire nation. By being respectful, curious, and kind, we become ambassadors of goodwill. Imagine if every tourist took this responsibility seriously. The world would be filled with positive cultural exchanges, mutual understanding, and friendships that cross borders. You have the power to create this positive change, one interaction at a time. Alex's story also teaches us about the joy of lifelong learning. Even though the history lessons were initially a punishment, they turned into a fascinating journey of discovery. This reminds us that there's always something new to learn, no matter how old we are or how much we think we know. Keep your mind open to new information and experiences. Ask questions, read books, talk to people from different backgrounds. The world is full of amazing stories and knowledge. All you need is the curiosity to discover them. When we travel, we all want to create lasting memories. But it's important to make these memories in a way that's respectful and positive. Instead of trying to create a viral video moment like Alex initially wanted, focus on genuine interactions and experiences. Some of the best travel memories come from simple moments: a conversation with a local shopkeeper, watching a beautiful sunset, or trying a new food for the first time. These authentic experiences are far more valuable than any prank or silly photo. In today's world, it's easy to get caught up in trying to get likes and views on social media. But Alex's story reminds us to think carefully about what we post and how it might affect others. Before you share something online, ask yourself, is this respectful? Could this hurt someone? Am I representing myself and my country in a positive way? Use social media to share the beauty of the places you visit and the lessons you learn, not to mock or disrespect local customs. Your posts can inspire others to travel responsibly and approach new cultures with respect and enthusiasm.